Tekken has a movement technique called Korean backdash, where it can chain multiple dashes in quick succession. This is much faster than doing normal backdashes and enables a player to quickly create space from their opponents. Incredibly strong technique, but the problem is the input is quite awkward. It requires a player to input back, neutral, back, down back, neutral, and back. Now, if you own a controller that allows you to press simultaneous opposite cardinal directions, or SOCD in short, you can do an input method that is much easier to do than the traditional way. So if you have a leverless controller, pad with both analog and digital inputs, or a keyboard, you can do the following. Hold back, press and release forward, press and release down, then press and release forward. With this method, you have less inputs and most importantly, an accurate way of doing the down back and back inputs very fast. As a side note, I have a dedicated video explaining in detail how Korean backdash and this method works, so if you want more information, check it out. It uses Tekken 7 as an example, but the concept applies to other games in the series. Anyways, as much as this input method helped me do Korean backdashes on my leverless controller, I still made occasional mistakes because I have a tendency to hold the down and forward buttons a bit too long. Also, holding the back button while rapidly hitting the other two directions with the same hand was a bit straining. To alleviate this problem, I came up with a new layout for my controller. I put the down input on the right side, specifically the R1 or right button location. So with the new method, I would tap back twice and hold with my left ring finger, tap down with my right ring finger, then tap forward with my left index finger. By doing this, I alleviated the stress caused by pressing and holding multiple buttons with my non-dominant hand. This in turn also positively affected how well I timed the buttons. As for the reason why I picked the R1 or right button slot was that it's a button I can hit in resting position without affecting the four main attack buttons. I also thought of using the L1 or left button location, but ultimately changed my mind because my ring finger is stronger than my pinky. And since Korean backdash is a technique I do quite often, I wanted to do it on a more developed finger. Now, if you're on a leverless controller and want a comfortable way of doing SOCD Korean backdashes, I suggest trying this out. Some controller boards allow you to create custom layout through software, so if you have one of those, it might be something you can test easily. I personally have an ancient PlayStation 3 board, so I use a mechanical switch and some extra wires to switch between layouts. Might be a fun and easy project if you're into modding. Anyways, let me know in the comments what you think. I do a lot of experimental builds, so if you guys are interested in this kind of thing, I'll share more of my other layouts. Alright, until next time, have fun with fighting games.